this shit. Thalmor Radio. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Thalmor Radio. Yeah, he's coming at you from the top. Oh no, no, he won't stop. Thalmor Radio. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Thalmor Radio.
Thalmor Radio. Oh, what the fuck is going on? It is September 16th, 5 days, 6 days after September 11th. George Bush did 9/11. He personally drove the plane into that tower and then detonated the bombs on support beams. Pretty crazy, but that's how it is, folks. That's how it is. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? So, I got shit to talk about, and some of it's funny, and some of it's sad, but mostly funny. Every good joke is a little sad, though, you know? Like, I don't have a good example, but you know what I'm talking. Like when your parents get divorced, it's like kind of funny, but also a little sad. Like it's kind of like that, you know. That's a good joke. Parents getting divorced. You can do a lot with that. Gary says, "I am average American. I work 16 hours in hamburger, mine to pay for one walk and roll." Obama did 9/11. See, look, that's just how it is. That's just how it is. Gary here, Gary. He's spitting facts. He's spitting fars. You come to Thalmor Radio, you get the truth. You might not like the truth, but you get it anyways. You know why? Because we're truth spitters. Okay? We spit tobacco, we spit saliva, we spit truth. And if you don't like it, get the fuck out. Okay? It's that easy. Just leave the stage. Or yeah, just leave the stage. Just go. It's fine. Look, Christ only needed 12 disciples, okay? I could probably do the same that he did with like 15. Okay? It's just that way. It's just that way. Some people are winners, some are losers. I'm a winner. Okay? I'm a winner. Okay? I get $900 deposited in my checking account every month from DC. The feds, okay? I get that Social Security money. What do? You work 40 hours a week? Doing what? What are you doing? You're handling, you're stocking shelves. You're in the back of the kitchen at the restaurant. What are you really doing? Guess what? I make $900 a month doing nothing, and that's just how it is. I make a little more when I go to the bad part of the county, and maybe I hand out some pills in exchange for some cash that I get. But you know what? That's fine. It's a free country. I can do that. It's only legal if you get caught, and that supplements my $900. The IRS hiring almost 100,000 new agents. They're doing that to get your money to give it to me. Okay? So who's really on top? Like people like my old neighbor said I was a loser, right? And so did my ex-girlfriend. And so, but like my neighbor has a broken, like his back's not literally broken, but he works in his garden selling tomatoes, right? Like out in the hot sun. It was like 80 degrees today, I think. It actually probably wasn't, but it was hot outside. He has to do that. I just sit in my air-conditioned living room and I make like a good amount. I'm off track, guys. Point is, I'm awesome and I'm on top of the world. So you should listen to me. And so here we are at Thalmor Radio. Okay, first topic. I'm actually not going to talk about politics and war just yet. I'm going to talk about a different game. Nations at risk. So Nations at Risk is a game. It's a nation sim similar to Politics and War. What happened was I was approached by a guy named Spartan, and Spartan is the admin and developer of Nations at Risk. And he approached me and said, "Hey, I want to advertise Nations at Risk." And I immediately responded to him and said, "Okay, I will promote your game, but I don't want you to pay me." And the reason why I declined any form of he was willing to. I declined because I appreciate you guys. I love you guys, but there's 20 listing now. Okay, let's say you got like 50 something, and like it comes and goes, but like the Thalmor Radio base is dedicated but small, and I was not confident that Spartan could get any kind of return on investment, so I declined payment. And also it's like what would it have been, $50, $100, like exchanging the PayPal to the Cash Apps, like it wasn't worth the hassle. Okay, I get my $900 from Social Security. I don't need Spartan's money. But I asked him some questions. I learned some more about the game because I was going to, like, in the announcements tab. I'm still going to do this probably after the show. I was going to like post some screenshots of the game. Like he was going to do a write up and stuff. But as I asked questions, I got more and more interested in the game. So I actually created an account and I played some last week, went inactive for a week, and then just the day before yesterday, which actually reminds me, I need to log back in today and do some stuff. I've been playing the game again. Yes, Vex, this is recording. And so I'm going to present what I think about Nations at Risk. First off, the game looks better. I thought the UI was a bit difficult to navigate and maybe a bit cumbersome, but I could also just be stupid. But it looks more modern. Politics and War is very like simple in design. But Politics and War could be from the early 2010s. Nations at Risk looks more modern. Nations at Risk has a few things that I think are kind of simple but really cool that encourage you to log in daily. So the first thing is that, and it's entirely for flavor, I think. I don't think it has any mechanical changes, but you have like this national parliament that will propose. It's like nation states with the daily decisions. There's like a daily decision thing, or maybe it's weekly, but I think it says weekly, but it's not weekly. It seems like it's more daily. Yes, changes for some bills. Okay, and so like you can like make it's mainly just role play, but I still liked it. Like the Socialist Party could be like, hey, let's give people named Thalmor, let's increase the Social Security from 900 a month to 1,000 a month, and it'll tell you like the name of the party, a description of the suggestion, and then it'll tell you like, will this make your nation more left wing or right wing? That's cool. Little things to encourage daily logging in, I think, is really cool. There's also this daily like mission from this game United Nations. It's called the Planetary Union, I think. And like there'll be these battles set up that you can fight in and you'll gain like resources from. And I think there's actually a tree of them. So like I think maybe you earn more the more you do them. So it's pretty nice. Every weekend a bunch of NPC nations get created and you can raid them for money, so that's cool. And there's fewer resources, and they're not even resources. Like Politics and War has actual resources like coal, cash, bauxite, steel, gas. In Nations at Risk, it's a bit different. Like, there's coal and there's uranium and there's cash, but then everything else is like military power, social. Yeah, and Zig just posted a screenshot here, so it's a bit different, kind of the same. It's still magic, but there you go. Um, there is war. There's a variety of units. The war is a little more complicated in that like you can raid just to steal resources, but you can also like destroy buildings. And the way buildings work is that you can build a building, but instead of building more buildings, you just upgrade them up to like a leveling system, and they get they exponentially will do more what they're doing, but they'll exponentially become more expensive. Um, so there you go. That's kind of as coal, iron, and gas. So there you go. Um, there's alliances, although the depth to the alliances is more shallow in politics and war. Like I don't think there's an alliance bank or anything. Is there? But yeah, I think there is because I think there's taxes. So
There definitely is.
there definitely is. Okay, yeah, I'm just stupid. Yeah, so never mind. That's fine. Yeah, because I remember seeing something about a tax thing. So there is taxes. Hateby posted some different units and stuff. Yeah, so it's a lot more. It's a lot more in depth. And of course, like some units are better at defense, some are better at offense and stuff. So a lot more depth to it. Um, I don't know. I think it's a fun little game. You have to give money to have a unique flag, which bothers me, but I understand the hustle. Um, that's kind of the main things. You can change the name of your leader. You can change your leader, and that has some mechanical difference because like you'll have like a general leader, a generalist leader who will like increase everything by one, or you can have like a science leader like Elon Musk who will give you like extra like science bonus and stuff. Kiwi says, so if I start with a stupid name, I can change it. Hmm. I don't know. Zig, do you know? I don't think you can change it. Okay. I haven't tried changing my name, so I wouldn't know. But Zig has been playing for a while. And so if he doesn't think you can, then you probably can't. You can blow up elementary schools. I think that is true. I think you can target. I don't think you can target buildings, but I think in certain war types with certain units, improvements do get damage and lower in level. So I think you can literally blow up elementary schools and hospitals, which is pretty cool. The Riddler says, so admin said he would pay you to advertise it, and you said no, I'll do it for free. That is true. That is correct. So yes, you can, and like you can raid for resources, but you can also declare war with, and like I don't know if it's using artillery or using air power, but you can instead focus on like doing damage to the nation itself. And so that is a possibility. So yeah, you can totally commit war crimes. It's really awesome. There's a planetary union system, which is like the UN, in which like bills are proposed and they have some changes. I think some are fluff, but I think some actually are mechanical stuff. I'm less familiar with that. That's actually what got me interested in the game was how that all worked. But that's the thing I'm least familiar with. And there you go. So I like Nations at War. I haven't stuck with the game as close as I probably could have. Because I went inactive for about a week. I've only been playing for 2 weeks. I need to log back in today. But it's a fun little game. I can see myself trying to. I can see myself trying to. I want to try to stick with it. I want to try to stick with it. The biggest problem the game has, and this is the thing that the developer can work with least, is that there's just no meta. There's no people. There's like 150 active players, and that's it. There's no people. There is a developing meta. The current meta is that you have two factions. You have the native, original, first generation nation at risk players, And then you have the politics and war invaders. And they hate each other. And the politics and war players are like the Mongols. They just know exactly what they're doing. The native nations at risk people are just completely helpless. And it's really funny. They have already fought twice. The politics and war invaders have dominated both times. Decagon says fuck the natives. That's exactly how it is. So it's digital dopamine and Odyssey. Odyssey is like the main politics and war invader. Digital dopamine is like I think the main natives people. And then you have like some smaller alliances that are all grouped up. But that's basically about it. So there you go. I recommend the game. I recommend the game. Its biggest problem is that it needs more players. Except for that, I dig it. I dig it. So there you go. That's my. I'm going to post a bit more about it in the announcements, but that's my conclusion. I like it. The mechanics are pretty decently developed. Um, the way you can build your nation's pretty developed. Um, it just needs more players. There's daily stuff you can do to encourage people to log in. Just like Politics and War, you can raid inactive nations to get shit tons of loot. And the already established players on both sides are hella rich, and so they'll just funnel lots of resources down to new players. And so, like, you can catch the way it's been described to me, and I've been seeing it and experiencing it, is that unlike Politics and War, it's pretty easy to catch up in Nations at Risk, and I've seen that because the Odyssey people. I'm part of Odyssey. I am a Politics and War supremacist. I'm a member of Odyssey, and they've been funneling all sorts of resources to me, helping me grow my nation and stuff. So there you go. I think that's it. Go create a Nations at Risk account and join an alliance, and let's have fun. Yeah, Decagon, the UI it is cumbersome, but I was able to like after like an hour or two, like an hour of 2 or 3 of playing, I was able to get the hang of it. But it takes a minute, especially when you're at a specific part of your nation, like the capital or the harbor, and you're trying to like build units. Like it's like I feel like building military is a little weird too because it's not. Oh, improvements could probably be made, but I was able to get used to it. Um, okay, that's Nations at Risk. Go play it. I recommend it. I played it. I liked it. There you go. Um, Tomato still wants to prosecute Poseidon, and Decagon still wants to defend him. Um, I had forgot that Tomato said that he still wants to prosecute. I had thought he had ignored it, like Roberts has, and that Decagon was the only one who had responded. So considering that I got 2 people, one on each side, I think I might go through with the case, even though it's been like delayed. Like I've been meaning to. I want the trial to already happen, but I've dragged my feet about it. So I still want to get it done. I'm still going to try to make it happen. It's just taking a bit longer. So right now, as of September 16th, does anybody else want to volunteer to be assistant defense or assistant prosecutor? This is Poseidon. Poseidon is the guy who is alleged to have leaked celestial logs. Decagon does want help. So does anybody volunteer? You have to be able to voice chat. That's the only real requirement. You have to be able to voice chat. Decagon, reach out to Roberts yourself. Decagon, reach out to Roberts said he would, and then he said he would again a bit later. So I think he's willing to. Just he needs to be poked sufficiently. Yes, your leader in Nations at Risk starts out as a woman. Probably the worst part of the game. That was the first thing I changed. Was I changed leader? Oh, and the default nation flag is South Africa. So when you go raiding for an active, it's like half the people have South African flags. It's very, it's very strange. Oh, I forgot to mention Nations at Risk has like Nations at Risk actually has real graphics. So you got the leader portraits, but then when you actually build buildings, like there's this 2D thing that will add stuff to like this animated landscape. It's kind of ugly, but I kind of dig having the visualization. Whereas Politics in the War, it's just numbers. Yeah, and the weekend event. The weekend event is when a bunch of like NPC nations get created, and you can like destroy them. It's pretty cool. Oh, I forgot about the citizen thing. Yeah, expert citizens like give you bonuses and stuff. I picked um I picked Javier when I did it. What was I talking about? Oh, the trial. Okay, so oh my gosh, it's a fucking Javier emoji. Nations at Risk chat. That's funny. Oh, and there is a Nations at Risk Discord and forums, but the forums are dead. The Discord probably isn't. Um. Okay, so I talked about the trial. Trial is still happening. It's just slow going. Um. Javier. Is it not Javier? How am I pronouncing it? You know what?
Javier.
It's Javier.
It's
Javier.
Javier.
I'm gonna pronounce it like it's Japanese. Javier. Javier. That's probably not right. Anyways,
Javier son.
Zig. What is it, Zig?
Javier son. Don't listen to me.
Zig. Zig. I actually want to listen to you because you're my hostage now. Tell me about Cruelty Squad. What was just yeah. Tell the audience about Cruelty Squad. Yeah, Zig, your audio was messed up. I think he said hold on there at the end. So I will hold on.
No, I was I was mimicking the main character guy. It was supposed to sound messed up. Come on, guys. It's almost like you haven't played this iconic game before.
No, okay. Thank you for telling me that because with that information in mind, I can tell you you did a great job. You sounded exactly like it.
Yes, like I was eating a hot dog whole. Yeah. Man, that game's a fever dream and a half.
What's it about?
I don't know yet. I tried to do a pacifist run and I found out the hard way that does not work. I walked in having no idea whether or not the gun was necessary, and because you go in the first place and nobody is hostile, so I was like, oh, maybe I can get away with just walking around talking to people, and and then I kept dying because I found out that they do become hostile when they have the gun. They're like, oh, I will shoot you soon, and then they shoot you, and it's like, ow, 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 ow.
What did you think when he's in the tutorial and it said press tab to bring up the stock market?
I was a little intimidated, to be honest, because I was like, oh no, I wonder if this is a real feature or if this is a joke. I'm still not sure. I'm still not sure if that's gonna be a thing.
What did you think when you ran out of health for the first time, and instead of dying, you went to a countdown and then just exploded?
That's actually like one of the more frustrating things because I keep thinking that I'm fine and then I'm explode. It's no good. That's all.
Yeah, Hate posted one of the soundtrack. The soundtrack is like it's kind of in a Zig. How do you describe the soundtrack?
Um, I mm, difficult. I
Yeah, it's the music is very aggressive and like almost painful to listen to. But like some of them are also some of the songs are like really good. A
it
banger but awful is a great way to
yeah, I
describe
think
most
that's
of
a
them.
great way to put it. It both sounds really good and also I hate it so much. It sounds retro, but they also do a bunch of things that you can't do in retro stuff. I don't know. The whole thing it kind of
Yeah,
it reminds me in some ways of a lot of the like really old shooters, which I think is intentional. But then they just were like, I don't care about who cares? Let's just keep the filler exit text. Schizophrenia in music form. Yes.
yeah,
And the beginning it is like when you first boot it up, it it's like these 16-bit kind of high pitched annoying sounds that are supposed to be creepy. I have nothing interesting to say about this, but I am experiencing it.
yeah. I really wanted you to experience it because you have such a straight laced like you're just a straight laced person. I'm pretty straight laced. You're even more straight laced than I am. And Cruelty Squad is like the exact opposite of straight laced. So I really wanted to see how those two worlds would collide. So thank you, Zig.
You're welcome.
Okay, I'm ready to talk about politics and war now. We are 30 minutes into this politics and war show, and I've talked about everything else except politics and war. But beware, I'm ready to begin, and I'm going to start off by embarrassing myself because, guys, I did a boo boo. I did really bad. I made a game suggestion, and it was a really bad game suggestion. But I didn't think it was bad at the time. I thought it was good. But no, it was bad, and everyone told me it was bad. Um, I think you can find the thread in the announcements. But basically, I proposed a change to missiles, which is that okay. This is how this happened. Uh, we were fighting TKR. It just ended like now. We are now not fighting TKR, and thank you, listener, for posting it. And I was going to launch a missile. I was driving. I was going down the road. Actually, I wasn't driving. I was riding. I do not use my phone and drive. I was riding, going down the road, and I was going to launch a missile. And I was thinking about, it's interesting how you can't target like power plants. And I thought about it. I thought, well, you wouldn't want to be able to target power plants because that's overpowered, right? Because if you knock out like you can launch 6 missiles in a war, three defense slots. That's 18 missiles. If a city has 2 power plants, you can then in just in one round of war, you can knock out about 9 cities. Um, with Iron Dome, maybe 4 or 5 cities. But like over the course of a month or two, you can basically take out like an entire nation, right? And so I was thinking, how about you get an expensive project that will make it so that you can target cities. So it's $30 million, 2,000 steel and 2,000 aluminum, but you need a telecommunication satellite as requirement, which is hella expensive. It's one of the most expensive projects. So there you go, and that would enable you to target coal power, the power plant category. So obviously nuclear plants, but like coal plants, oil plants, windmills. So there you go. And I appreciate all the people who like actually try to talk it out. Like even Dr. Rush, like people tried to talk, like Sweet Ronnie D recently responded. Like people actually try to talk it out and whatnot, which I really appreciated. But I thought about it as the day went on after I made the thread. I was eating out with Charlie's. I thought I had a great thing, but I didn't have a great thing. It is too overpowered. And the biggest argument, you like that, Darth? You like hearing that? Mm, mm. You smash and go from behind, you spank that ass. Ah, good time. Anyways, the most damning argument against the suggestion is that I made it with a loser, like Hand of Fate in this war against TKR, a losing side missiling the winning side, but there's nothing that stops the winning side from missiling the losing side. And so, like, yeah. So, pretty fucked. Bad suggestion. Needs more work. Some people thought maybe a thing that, like, maybe there's a 25% chance of hitting a power plant. There's probably ways to tweak it, but the whole reason why I suggested the way I did was because if you're going to get Alex to do something, it has to be simple. And so the more complicated you make it, it's just not going to happen. And so trying to like optimize the suggestion to still do what you want is that means it will not happen. So there you go. So that's my monument to my sin is that suggestion thread. Next topic. Vex first off, how long was Vex in power for? Because she has been the mommy dommy of Rose for like a while now. Like I think she was her time over there. I think even predates Impio's last time. So she was second in command, but maybe she was also leader. No, I think leader's elected. She has had a pretty long span of reign over there. So 5 years, okay, 8 years, 3 years, 5 years. Point is, a long ass time. And so she finally resigned, and Rose is having their elections right now. And I think there's 5 people running, and they all have platforms. I think one of them has like a 20-page document explaining why you should vote for them. Which I want to laugh at, but I actually don't want to because it's cool that people are taking it so seriously, taking internal politics so seriously. So it's actually kind of cool. It's kind of nerdy, and I want to laugh at it, but it's actually kind of cool, and I can respect it. So I am of two minds. Inside of you are two wolves, and they're both stupid. So that's a thing going on. Okay, Hand of Fate is winning. So, like I said, we are done beating up on TKR and their friends. We've done $1 billion net damages. Hand of Fate W, hands down. There's no arguing it. Cut their ROI. It's over for Radiant cells. Like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? But that's just one W. The second W also came today, which is we've had 2 big W's today. 100 billion net in TKR with a white piece. Second W was Dryad. I'm so sorry, CCT. I love you. But Dryad stole like a shit ton of money from Yar by Beijing, one of the guys sitting on it. So, like, the Yard Bank is valued at like 200 billion, and Dryad stole 1.83% of it, and so it was billions of dollars. Like, it's over for Yard cells too. Gary says Hand of Fate is going to go to war against someone more their own size, like Johnson's. We already did that. We hit Johnson's and we hit Haunted Mansion, and they both rolled over. So what are you gonna do? So yeah, Hand of Fate stays winning. Not much else to say on that front. Don't tempt the Hand of Fate. That's all I know to say. While on the topic of the war ending, I said this 2 weeks ago, which is that I wanted to say some stuff about the TKR war effort, and I didn't want to, and now I will. And I will say that I think TKR's war effort was a little could have been better. I don't want to say they were bad, and they refined things as time went on, but especially those first two rounds, I thought they could have done better because we would hit people. Well, we still had military. First off, we had members with military far longer than we should have. Like, it really shouldn't have happened that way. Like, TKR should have been able to just double buy and then like come in like the day. Like, they should. I think TKR could have dragged us down a lot quicker than they did. And then as we would hit people, the people we would hit would drag their feet to rebuild military. So I think TKR's war effort could have been a bit better in those early times. Like I said, got better as it went on. I would go in the middle of the war. I would be unblockaded, even though I would be fighting multiple nations, and I would have no navy, while everyone else would have navy. So I would be able to like restock and refill and like go back at it and stuff. So a little sloppy, but in the end, TKR was able to finally like actually effectively sit on the sea very often. So good luck. They did well. Took them a little bit. They had to get started. The machine had to get started, but once it was going, it went pretty well. Um, Take Carolyn the Hoyle Skull go crazy for a week and a half. That was exactly what happened, by the way. Okay, so main topic. I demanded on this show. Did I demand? I don't think I actually. I think I'm lying. I don't think I demanded, but I called for Celestial to disband, and they did. The syndicate said, "Oh, those damn GGO! Oh, those damn Radiant Knights!" Oh, and then wanna like ate a Snickers and was like, you know what? Actually, they're okay. And they allied with some other people, and the Celestial fucking died. And but now they're back because Eclipse and Rose are now sleeping together, and they hit GGO because why not? And now they have a treaty, and now they're the Oreo Bros. And Oreo Bros is what Ingrid called them, and I thought that was so good. I'm using it. The actual name is Ouroboros. I think I'm pronouncing it right. And you fuckers all wanted me to say it wrong, but I used to listen to this guy on YouTube who was kind of into the occult, and he would say Ouroboros from time to time. Ouroboros. Ouroboros. But I prefer Oreo Bros. So
Disappointed.
Oreo Bros. I know you are. I'm just the worst.
I got so many upvotes for making fun of you about that, and then it didn't even work. Come on.
And all of the Thalmor Radio fans upvoted you too. It was really precious. It was a Thalmor Radio moment. Spinks Spear. I have to take it a bit slow. Spinks Spear. Shit, what was it? I was gonna say something else. Oh, at first, so people's reaction to Ouroboros forming was negative, and that confused me at first because I didn't think it was that big of a deal. And then people kept saying, like, oh my fucking gosh, I can't believe the number 2 alliance allied the number 1. This is fucking cray cray. And I was so confused because if you go look at the alliance like score, Eclipse is like number 6 or number 7, maybe number 5. They're not number 2, and I was like, why the fuck are people saying the number 2? Um, and the reason why they're saying the number 2 is because Eclipse has like 4 protectorates. Like Eclipse is like an empire unto themselves. They have like a training alliance, and like they got like they're wearing Terminus S on their hip, and like another, like they got like all these protectorates and stuff. So if you combine all of it, they are number 2, which I think is fair to do because protectorates are protectorates and blah 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 blah. And so and then I saw the tiering, which I think listening to here just posted, which is that between Eclipse and Rose, they have a very, very strong hold on the City 30 plus range of stuff. So that was troubling to people. And there has been no FA done to address this. The thread is like 5 pages long. There are no Rose people, there are no Eclipse people trying to justify the move. They're just quiet. You had Lissander did his show last week, no Rose people. Morph did his show earlier in this week, no Rose people. That side of the game is just sticking to themselves. They're just they got the ball and they're just tossing it between each other. They're not doing it. They're not talking. They're not doing anything. And that's okay, I guess. Hodor, I think, explained it well. Actually, you know what's funny? I'm actually wrong. The Weebinism people, Weebinism is part of Ouroboros. They were the only people. They were the only people defending the move. Was Weebinism? That's actually really funny. Now that I'm thinking about it. Oh my god! I can't believe that's what Clock became. Clock was a knot, and the knot became undone when Hand of Fate left. It all fell apart after Hand of Fate. Hand of Fate left. Church of Adam was in the orbit. They fell out. They used their nukes, the rockets of the nukes, to launch themselves out of Clock's orbit and into TKR. Pretty based, actually. Still, Church of Adam shit their bed because they were shit talking us. Like James was like, let's work together. And we were like, okay, we'll keep it in mind. And then 2 weeks later, James was like, those fucking Hand of Fate. It's like, bro, like these things take time, buddy. But whatever. But Church of Adam, they've left. They left Clock's orbit. Cataclysm split with Eclipse. And so Eclipse dragged Weebinism into Rose Spear, which is actually pretty crazy to think that like what Rose Eclipse is now is to Clock what Hand of Fate was to Knights Templar. That's actually kind of crazy. Clock's legacy is that they became a Rose cuck. That's actually really sad. I'm sad now. I like Clock. I wish for a time in which Hand of Fate could have rejoined Clock, but it's not happening. So rest in peace, I guess. We didn't even know they were joining with Rose until it happened. I just imagine like Pascal kicking the door down at Weebinism and just throwing papers in front of whoever's in charge. Like, here, sign this. And they signed it. Decagon says, and why wouldn't that happen? Hand of Fate staying in Clock. Well, we left because number of reasons. One was we wanted flexibility to have some fun. Two, we wanted to see like what kind of opportunities were presented. And number three, of course, you had the rift between Eclipse and Hand of Fate. So there were a number of reasons. Personally, I didn't think, like, I was okay with leaving, but I wanted to eventually rejoin. And if I was the one in power, we wouldn't have left Clock. I would have preferred to stay in Clock. I was okay with leaving, but I would prefer to have stayed. And but whatever, it is what it is. And now you have Fellini. And Fellini has been an excellent addition to Hand of Fate. Fellini, he is out there, he's talking with people, he's shaking hands. Okay, he's at the water cooler, getting a refill, like talking about what's going on. Like he is out there putting the work in. 9:47 p.m. Okay, I can still go. Yeah, so I don't like Rose Eclipse because I Hodor in the thread, the Ouroboros announcement thread, put it really well, which is that like if you want to say GGO is the reason for Rose Eclipse coming together, like that doesn't hold water because you have Rose and Eclipse. And I think it's just those two hitting all of GGO and like they're winning. So it's like Rose Eclipse has one hand behind their back and they're still able to beat GGO. So it's like you can't really use that. And I don't know. It's lazy. It's lazy to blame. Like it's not even 100 people. It's not even 100 people. And I don't know. Pretty ridiculous. But anyways, that is what it is. Yeah, I don't think Rose Eclipse didn't have to happen, but it is what it is, I guess. What's next for Hand of Fate? Well, we're rating for right now. Iron Fist destroyed, so we're going to go rating. So a poor, desperate Hand of Fate member might be on your doorstep soon. Who knows? And by you, I don't mean you, Decagon. I mean everyone listening. So there you go.
He means me.
So there you go.
Notice you didn't say that that was untrue. It's probably true.
Who knows? Eclipse and Tess quote openly talks about how poor for how rich they are. Yeah, and so it's like I don't know, like the position from Rose and Eclipse seems to be fuck you. We're working together because it puts us at the advantage. Yes, we have this city 30 plus dominance. Yes, we have hella cash. Fuck you. And it's like, okay, yeah, like you can have that position, but um this happened with Quack. Quack did that, and what happened to them? Hollywood did that. What happened to them? Hollywood Eclipse did it. What happened to them? Um, the game's meta has it's well established that if you put yourself into a dominant position, people don't like it, and so they're putting themselves in a dominant position. And I don't think they care. They're not talking to anyone. Not publicly. They're not talking on the forums, not coming on the radio shows. They're just sitting in their own little corner, and that's not doing them any favors. But you know what? Maybe they don't have to care. Maybe they don't have to care because they do have this advantage and they do have the money. So why should they care? So it is what it is, I guess. Okay. I'm almost done here. Final call: politics and war. Any last topics to go over, or are we done here? Well, I don't know. I'll talk about real life real quick. There might be one or two things I can touch on, but I'm about done with. Oh yeah, Black Knight's bank got leaked. They got like 100 something billion, 111 billion. Good chunk, good chunk. They got cash money. Prediction for length of Rose Eclipse War. They'll probably be over this month. This month or early October. I don't think it'll go on that much longer. Is it 100 billion? I thought BK got leaked. They have a good amount. I'm gonna look again. I can't find the numbers. I thought it was LinkedIn Ron, but I can't seem to find it. So who knows? Oh, it was 100 billion. Okay. Yeah, it was a lot. Before I go, I'm going to share something. Okay. I did a thing, and I want this stupid image to upload. So I messaged these 5 Politics and War women all in a row, and I want you to guess what I said to them. So, um, guys, what happened on September 8th? September 8th is when the Queen died. Queen Elizabeth in the United Kingdom, she passed away. 96 years old. Good run, good run. And I saw on Twitter a line went around that I liked, and it's this. Are you okay? The news says a queen died. And I thought that was really funny. So I thought of every Politics and War woman I could, and I sent that to them because I wanted to see what they would think about it. You forgot Bryant's male, I'm pretty sure. And so, oh, you know what? I did miss several. I know I did. Elikos is male. He just cross dresses, but he's a male.
Isn't that what is the what is queen slang for?
Oh fuck! You know what? I probably could have done Elikos. You're right. Dryad's a male. Is Dryad a woman? I feel like I would know that. I thought I heard him voice chat. Dryad and Harry are both women. There's 2 women in Hand of Fate Upper Gov. They do things too well. That can't be true. Belle's mad at me because I did a misogyny. How dare I love you. Oh no. I love you, Belle. She wants me to pet her. I don't want to pet her just now. Oh my gosh. What do you think of Rose Eclipse? I agree. Do you think Black Knights has a lot of money? She really thinks that. Do you think that Hand of Fate got 2 W's? What do you think of Yar getting their bank raided? You had to think about it for that one. Okay. So, anyways, Dryad is really a girl? You know, you guys have to be fucking with me. This is Belle. Hi, yeah, I love you, Belle. Here, I'll take a picture of Belle. Oh, you know what? I should have asked Pika the thing. Oh fuck! I don't want to take a video. Okay. Oh my goodness! I know, baby. I'll be with you in a minute. Just chill out. Dryad's a girl. I'm going to. I'm going to ask him. I just don't believe this. I just don't believe you. What the fuck is that copy pasta? Okay, so I've asked Dryad if they're a girl. Harry's a girl. Okay. I think I can believe that. I don't know why I can. No, I've already DM'd Dryad. Here, I'll. Okay. Oh my god, you're okay. You know that, right? You're really okay. You're okay. Yeah, I know. Do you think Dryad's a girl? Do you think Harry's a girl? What do you think about Vex leaving Rose? Well, stepping down. I'm sorry, I misspoke, Belle. Yeah, I know. Whoa, Belle, you can't say that. Whoa, it's 2022. You can't say that word anymore. You're gonna get me kicked off YouTube. Oh my, I'm so sorry about that. I'm so sorry, guys. I didn't know Belle was going to use the hard R like that. I'm sorry. Okay, let me crop this. Hold on, how do I want to do this? Yeah, fuck it. I'll just leave it like this. Save as. Okay, so here it is. Why is it turned to kilobytes? That's crazy. Okay, there you go. I'm asking Belle. I'm asking Belle. I'm not asking Belle anything. I'm asking Dryad. I'm asking Dryad. Are you a boy? Are you a girl? Or are people fucking with me? So I eagerly await their response. For some reason, I can believe Harry's a girl. I don't know why. Yo, why the fuck are you using light themed windows? I can change it? I didn't know I could change it. Thalmor, Duck, to answer your question. Okay, so according to Duck, who I trust, because Duck was rolling with Harry before, Harry's a guy, and Dryad is a girl boy. I don't know what he means by girl boy. Girl boy has like a lot of stuff. So I don't know. A tomboy. So Dryad is a tomboy. It's like that Matt Walsh documentary. What is a woman? I don't know anymore. Okay, so let me go over the responses I got from these politics and war women when I when I hit on them. um so I'm just gonna copy and paste. Actually, you know what? No, I will send screenshots. So and that it'll probably be easiest to do it with my phone so that I can keep talking because I don't just want to go quiet. So I won't do this in any particular order. Where the fuck is it? I don't DM that many people. It shouldn't be this hard to find. There it is. So I'm working on Vexes first. Okay, and you know what? I'll just. I'll just do all of them so that way when I'm done not really talking, it's just ready to go. Hi, Belle. Are you mad at me because I pushed you off the couch? She might be mad at me, actually. I'm going to have to, like, pet her really hard when. This is what's really funny. I'm going to, like, pet her really hard and, like, give her lots of love so that she'll stop being mad at me. I'm pussy whipped, guys. Okay, I'll do this one. I want to do this one. Okay, so I'm gonna start off. Okay, I got all 5 of them. So I'm gonna start off with Vex first. So this is what Vex had to say to "Are you okay? I heard a queen died." What do you mean? Oh, LMAFO. Nice one. I heard Queens will die. She must have been a fake one. So that was pretty good. Okay. And the next was Adrian, who just did a frown. And like and I don't know, like um like I wanted to explain it, but yeah, I probably did get played. Let's see. So next up, I'll do Bridget. Now, I I want with Bridget. I was a bit awkward doing because Bridget liked it. She thought it was funny, and like she wanted me to like tell her what other responses were. So I think Bridget dug it, but I wanted to be careful. Like I was quick to explain what I was doing because she is married, and I don't want there to be any kind of confusion about anything because that would be gay as hell. So I quickly explained what I was doing, and she liked it, and it was fun. Which Bridge is pretty cool. So nothing, nothing. I Valeni's cool, Bridget is cool. I didn't think anything would happen, but I still wanted to be upfront about what I was doing, anyways. The Bible says abstain from all appearance of evil, and that's how I try to be. So there you go. Next up, I'll do MCM. Screenshots uploading. And there's MCM. And so I asked her, it was in Ron, like, because I thought, okay, she just hasn't seen it. She was talking in Ron like 15 minutes later, and I was like, I pinged her and I was like, I can't believe you're ignoring my funny joke. And she said, yeah, it's really funny. And like MCM, I think genuinely dislikes me for out of character reasons. She is, I believe, of the mindset that like, oh, Knights Templar, oh, Thalmor, oh, Nazi, oh, what an evil guy. And it's like I've tried to be friendly with her, but she seems to have this block up in which it will only ever go so far. But I tried anyways. And then here is the last one. Here's Purple Elephant, who, keep in mind, Purple Elephant is like one of the few people banned from Thalmoria. Are you okay? The news says a queen died. How many chicks you sent that to? And then I sent her all the people. And then I said I would send it to more, but couldn't think of any. And then she said, "LOL, nice." Purple Elephant. I actually do like Purple Elephant. She's really on top of it. Like, you have politics and war women, but like Purple Elephant's like 18 or 19. Like, she's young, but she's like capable. Like, she's in the alliance governments and stuff, and like she immediately knew what was happening when I said it. But there you go. I thought she was like 16. She might have been 16 when she started playing. She's on the younger side, but she's really on top of it. Okay, so I thought that was funny. So there you go. You can say that Adrian or Vex is a girl boss, but Purple Elephant is the true girl boss. Because like she's still a girl, but like Adrian and Vex are older, or at least I presume they're older. And I know Adrian's out of college because she's like a little like fed. Whereas I don't know anything about Vex's personal life, so I can't say anything about her. I'm just guessing. All right, I think that's it. Real life. Any topics I need to touch on, or are we done? Because I can't think of anything I really want to go over. -5 years old. There's no real life topics I want to touch on because politics is gay. This was a fun episode. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like because of the bi-weekliness, though, I'm able to bring good energy. So I might stay bi-weekly after all. Because I was concerned about my itinerary, but you know what? I've dragged out this show really well for over an hour. So, and I don't think it's been boring. I think it's been pretty fun. Again, I'm sorry that Belle dropped the hard R. I will be sure to punish her. And there you go. Okay, I'm done. If there's anything else to really do a final call about, I think you guys would have told me. So, Kills Bob, play the theme, and in the recording when the theme is done, we are ready to go.
Thalmor Radio. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Thalmor Radio. Yeah, he's coming at you from the top. Oh no, no, he won't stop. Thalmor Radio. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Thalmor Radio.
Thalmor Radio.
Good night!